Hi guys, I'm Termeyy, welcome back to my channel. Today we show you how to make the beat for Self-Love by MetroBoomin and Leray, produced by MetroBoomin, Moon, Prince85 and John Lennox. Let's begin with the breakdown. First thing, we got this signed piano. I recreated this really simple patch in Serum using just a sine wave with a little bit of unison. The song is in B minor and the chords that they are using are the 1st, the 3rd and the 7th. For the first chord they are playing a 7th on top and a suspended 4 in the middle. These two notes played together with the other notes of the chords create an 11th chord. For the last chord they are playing a root note on top for the second bar and the 3rd on top for the last bar. Then we have a bass. I also use Serum. I recreated this patch using two saw waves played on two different octaves, a subsine, a little bit of distortion in chorus, and a filter with a little bit of resonance controlled by this envelope here. And the bass is just playing the root notes of the chords. Then we have the main lead sound. I took this preset from Silent, the lead Panama. I added a little pitch modulation at the start to achieve this sharper attack. If you want to recreate a similar sound, it's just two quarter pulse waves played on two different octaves with a lot of distortion and a little bit of resonance. For this main lead, they're playing the 7 and the root note of the first chord, then they're playing the root note and the 3rd of the last chord, and then at the end they're playing the root note and the 5th. So this is the whole melody. I forgot to mention that the main lead has this short delay effect too. Then we have the drums, the classic clap on the 3rd beat, with a little bit of reverb, simple hi-hats, he's stopping them on the 3rd beat of the 1st and the 3rd bar, and then he's accentuating them on the 3rd beat of the 2nd bar, on the off beat after the 3rd beat of the 3rd bar, and on the 4th beat of the last bar. Then we have a crash on the 1st beat of the 2nd and the 4th bar. And then we have this 8-step open hat. To achieve this moving effect, I applied two LFOs, one on the volume and one on the panning. With this tempo here is like 2 steps, I think, or 4 steps. So it seems like an infinite loop of open hats. Then we have a kick scratch on the last beat of the last bar. And in some part of the arrangement we also have these counter snares playing with the clap. This classic double hit. He's using these double hits on the snares a lot lately in his beats. Then we have these two toms with a flanger effect. And then we have some other toms with this descending pattern at the end. We also have some snaps replacing the clap in some points. And sometimes on the last clap we have this reverb clap. Sometimes he's switching to a spin 08 instead of the bass, and he's always playing the root note with this slide at the end. And we have the classic rack kick. Then he's adding like a E-piano or a guitar with a lot of chorus for this bridge. I used Xenology with this Whirly, then we have a guitar preset, and then we have a stage grand that is a piano. And as you can see, I applied a lot of chorus. This is how it sounds. And then for the end we have a different bass. I'm using the Indigo Huge Balladrons from Trillion. He's also playing a different progression. So for the end, he's switching to the F sharp minor scale instead of the B minor scale. It sounds a little bit off, but it's not that noticeable because as you can see, these two scales share almost every note. He's switching to a 1, 7, 5, 6 in the F sharp minor scale, and he's playing the same chords with the strings too. For the strings, as always, I'm using the Cremona quartet and the session strings from Contact. This is the top melody for the strings. We have a 7 on top of the first chord. Then we have the D that is an augmented 5th or a minor 6th. Then we have the C sharp that is a 5th. As you can hear, this is a very emotional interval in the minor scale. Then we have the B that is the 5th of the 6th chord. The A is a suspended 4 and as you can hear is adding some tension to the melody. Then we have the D that is the root note of the last chord. C sharp is a 7, the B is a 6th, and then we have the A that is the 5th. And this is the same interval as the first part. For the last chord we also have this suspended 2 in the background adding some tension. Then we have this first synth playing some notes in the background. It's like a very distorted bell sound. I used 3 different layers to recreate this and it still sounds a little bit off from the original one. The first one is the Goodbye Rita from Repro. It's like a triangle with a lot of clipping and saturation. Then I use this analog lead from the Jupiter in the background. And then we have Diva with this preset. We also have some drums. And then we have a lead for the ending. I took this preset from Analog Lab. Then we have a downlifter. I used Serum to recreate one, but this sounds really off from the original one. That's all for the Self-Love beat by MetroBoomin. Smash a like and subscribe if you like this video. As always, I will leave all my link in the description if you want to support me. I have a Patreon page where I upload all my FLPs from the remakes. Beatstars if you want to check out my beats or drum kits, and Instagram if you want to follow me. Bye and see you in the next video.